Now let us solve one question based on finding out the different parameters of the given ellipse. So here the equation of an ellipse is given as 9x square plus 16y square equal to 144, and we have to find its foci, vertices, directrices, eccentricity, lengths of major and minor axis, and of latus rectum. Alright, so let us begin with the equation. If you look at the equation, clearly it's not exactly in the same form as we are used to, so therefore let us first bring it in the correct form. We want x square upon something, that is a square, and y square upon something, and on the right side we want definitely 1. Okay, and clearly it means that we have to divide both sides by 144, and moreover it is important to note that the product of 9 and 16 is also 144. So therefore on dividing we get x square upon 16 plus y square upon 9 is equal to 1. Okay, so comparing with the standard, we have a square to be equal to 16 and b square as nothing but 9. So therefore we immediately have a is equal to 4 and b is equal to 3. These are the important parameters. Alright, now when we are trying to find out foci, the foci of this ellipse are given as plus or minus ae comma 0. Correct? Because if you observe, a is greater than b in our case, because a is 4 and b is 3. So we have to find out what is the value of e, or we can find out the value of ae itself directly. Okay, so let us try to find that out. Alright, so first one, foci. Now if you observe, in the derivation we have b square is equal to a square into 1 minus e square. Okay. So therefore on expanding we get a square minus a square e square. So therefore that gives us a square e square is equal to a square minus b square, and a square minus b square is nothing but 16 minus 9. So therefore that is equal to 7. So since a square e square is 7, therefore clearly ae is equal to root 7. And now since foci are given by plus or minus ae comma 0, so therefore it turns out to be the foci are plus or minus root 7 comma 0. Okay, so that's the way we got foci. Alright, then the second one we had to find was the vertices. Now vertices is rather easy because vertices are given by merely plus or minus a comma 0 for the horizontal ellipse, and we have already found that a is nothing but 4, so that comes to plus or minus 4 comma 0 are the vertices. Then we have directrices, writing DTRX in short. Directrices are given by x is equal to plus or minus a upon e. Now we know a, but we don't know e. Okay, so let us quickly calculate e first. Anyways we have to calculate that as the next parameter, so let us calculate that first. Alright, if you observe, ae we found to be equal to root 7. Okay, so ae was root 7, but a is nothing but 4, so therefore that gives us clearly e to be equal to root 7 upon 4. Okay, so therefore here we get the directrices are x is equal to plus or minus a is 4 divided by e is root 7 upon 4. So that means x is plus or minus 16 upon root 7. Those are the equations of two directrices. Then we already found out eccentricity. Then lengths of major and minor axis. Now here length of major axis is nothing but 2a, okay, and a is 4, so therefore length of major axis is 8. Then length of minor axis is given by 2b, and in our case we have b to be equal to 3, so therefore length of minor axis is 6 and length of latus rectum for the horizontal ellipse is given by 2b square upon a. So therefore that turns out to be 2 into b square was 9 and a was 4. So therefore the length turns out to be 9 by 2. So that's how we have found out the required parameters of the given ellipse.